everyone, Cassie here. This is a trucking video, so I'm gonna go ahead and title this as it should be. I had somebody ask me in the comment section in one of my previous videos about how much we get paid as trainees. Trainees, if I remember correctly, like when you're training, it's like $600 a week. But with like taxes taken out and stuff like that, you're only getting like maybe 500, 400. Me, because of how I had everything set up for me, I was only getting like 300. I think it was like $328 after everything, because of how I had everything set up, because I had money coming out to other places and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm going to talk about a couple of things. The first topic we're going to talk about is trainee pay. After that, we're going to talk about the true pay scale of Knight Transportation and how they pay their drivers, and so on and so forth. After that, we're going to talk about what happens when you get past the threshold and the raise that we're going to get after that. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So, true pay, how they do it is actually pretty simple. After you qualify as a driver and you solo out on your test date, which is like a 25-minute or 25-mile drive, you are put on a true pay scale. And it's not TRUE, it's TRU. Stands for transparent, reliable, understandable pay. So true pay is where they get it from. And they do work it off a cent scale. So 51 miles to 200 miles, you're getting paid base rate. 51 to 200 miles is 53 cents. And this is going to sound really convoluted, but after that, it's going to go down. However, there's a reason why, and it's because it's evening out. So if I drove 51 miles or 200 miles, I'd get 53 cents a mile. 201 miles to 300 miles, I'd be getting 50 cents, but I'm driving more. So the more miles I'm going to do, I'm still going to meet right there in the middle of that 50 and 53 cents. So it's probably going to be about 52 cents altogether of what it would average out to be. So shorter distance, you're going to get more, and you can get another load in, you can get more and get more and get more. So the shorter distances you do, the more loads you can do in your time. I mean, it takes me 4 hours to travel 200 miles. If I'm going to do another 200 miles, it's another 4 hours. And if I have to drive like 150 miles, that's 3 hours. So, I mean, there's my 11. If I just did that math correctly. Yeah, I did. So I just did 3 loads in 11 hours, and I made 53 cents for each of them. So you're getting bank that way. Now, 201 miles and 300 miles, you're getting 50 cents a mile. And it makes sense because you're traveling more on one load. And the average between that would be about 51 to 52 cents between the two of those runs. So like the 51 to 200 and the 201 to 300, the average would be right in the middle. Going after that, 301 miles to 500 miles, you're getting paid 45 cents a mile. Now that can be discussed with your terminal manager and your driver development manager. Might as well just want to go ahead and talk to your terminal manager. If you feel like you are worth, let's say, 46 or 47. But they fix that. They do fix that. Because you're still a new driver. You just got out of CDL schooling. Or you came from another company and you haven't driven a truck in a long time. And for some, it is like driving a bike, riding a bike. You can't forget how to drive a truck. However, you got new company, new policies, new ways of doing the ELDs and everything like that. compared to the old ways of doing paper logs. So you've got to retrain these drivers who used to be drivers on the new on the new system. And then, of course, people who are just getting out of schooling and getting their CDL just fresh out of the gate are also new drivers. So I can understand the 45 cent a mile thing, because after 30,000 miles, you qualify for a raise. So more than likely what will happen is it'll automatically do it. Everything except for the 51 to 200 mile bumps up. So the 201 to 300 mile bumps up to 51, I think. And then the 301 to 500 and the 500 plus bump up to 46. So it bumps up a cent a mile, which is still not bad because all that shit adds up. Let's say I have 1,000-mile trip and it's going to take me 2 days to get there. I mean, I'm making money that one day and I'm making money the second day. So that's actually pretty good. It's still taxed on to the 1,000-mile trip, which is the 501 plus. So I'm still getting paid 45 cents a mile until I do my 30,000. Right now, I actually haven't gotten 30,000 yet because I've had too many time offs and going home and everything like that. I'm right now, as we sit, I am sitting at 24,663 miles. So, in like 7.4 thousand miles, I'll have my 30K, which I would be susceptible for a raise, which automatically happens. Now, on their website, which is hard to see because you can't really get there unless you have a night transportation app and you're a qualified driver or you're in their system, you can't really see what the true pay is. I will go ahead and post a picture right here. And basically all of this right here just tells you what you're susceptible of doing. And I'll also go ahead and post another picture after this picture is done of the whole true pay scale of how many times you will get a raise through each threshold. Now, I won't tell you each threshold, but just imagine that they're 30,000 to 60,000 miles is qualifiable for a raise. I haven't really seen any videos of me not allowed to do this, so I mean, I'm not necessarily like letting out a secret. I'm talking about my pay. So I mean, if it's accessible, I'm gonna go ahead and share it because of the fact that somebody had asked me a question. Now, typically, the driver gets 100,000 miles between 7 to 10 months. Me is going to be a little bit longer because I had a rough start. So, but typically, you know, every driver gets about 100,000 miles in 7 to 10 months. They say that you get your million miles after about 5 to 7 years or something like that. So, I really don't know. Doing the math, it kind of doesn't add up in my head. It looks like it's about like 8 or 9 months. Some drivers said it was 7 to 9. Some people said it was 8 to 9. I heard someone said it would take a year. Wow, months? Months? Hold on, am I doing that right? No. Years. Million miles. 7 to 9 years. Oh my god. Please do not. Yeah. I'm tired. I had a good night. I'm on my 34-hour reset, so I went to hibachi and I ended up getting some good dinner. Anyway, 7 to 9 years, you'll be at your million miles. I've heard some drivers say 5 to 7, 7 to 9, and I heard a couple of drivers say a year, but it depends on where you go. It depends on what you do. It depends on who you're working for. It depends on whether or not you want the miles, because you yourself determine what you're worth. And that's where the true pay reliable scale is coming in through, because it's transparent. They talk to you, and you're in this truck, and you're driving those miles. They're really going to find out whether or not you're worth it. Because if you want to put on those miles, then go for it. Now, they know I'm worth it. They do. They know I'm worth it. only because of the fact that I've put in a lot of miles within a week, and I put in a lot of miles within another week and another week, and I mean, I haven't really had a true 34-hour reset since like 2 weeks ago, which is about right. But I mean, like, the last time I had a 34-hour reset, my ELD screwed up, and I ended up having to go on paper logs. So I did what I did, and got fed up with the ELD, and I kind of wanted to throw it in the river. Let's just say that. I ended up taking it to 2 shops, and finally they were able to get it fixed. They replaced my ELD, and they replaced the holster that goes in it that charges the whole entire system. So yeah, I was very, very irritated that week, and it was just a really stressful week. So it didn't really feel like I took a 34-hour reset. Now I am taking a 34-hour reset. I do have recaps that I can go on, but I told my dispatcher I need a break, and my load is not due until Tuesday. I might as well take the 34-hour reset. It'd be smart to do that. Now, we are going to try and change that load to Monday, and I'm still going to do a 34-hour reset, but, like, I might as well enjoy the time off while I got it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not hungry for miles. I am hungry for miles, but I want to be fresh, and I want to be reliable for myself and transparent to the company. So, transparent, reliable, understandable pay. So after I get my raise, everything's gonna bump up except for the 51 to 200 miles. However, I don't even do 51 to 200 miles. All of my things that I've done, except for this past week, actually, there was 2 runs that I did that was between 200 miles and 300 miles. So I got paid 50 cents a mile. There was 2 runs that I was like, yes, I'll go ahead and take it. But then I got really tired, and it was Dallas. I was running from Dallas to Houston, Houston to Dallas, and then I told them to send me back to Portland because I had mail to go pick up. I'm not asking for time off. I'm asking to go back to my home terminal so I can pick up my mail so they can send me back east because my daughter is in Tennessee. So, summer break, I'm definitely going to go ahead and bring her on the truck since I'm liable now. So, with that being said, I hope that the pictures I showed you guys do help. I hope that everything is kind of understandable. Like I said, these pictures that I posted, just go ahead and take a screenshot of them. That way you can actually look at it and understand it. I like the way the system's set up. It may not be on par as other companies, but, you know, eventually you will get there. And it's, in my opinion, worth it. Especially with the company and how well they treat you. They don't treat you like shit. They try not to. They just got a new CEO. So, I mean, it's definitely on the works of bounds of being able to get on par with, like, other companies who may be paying 48 cents a mile. You're going to get 48 cents a mile. So, just got to be patient, you know? All these other truck drivers are like, well, I want this now. I want this because I earn it. Prove it. Just prove it, and you're fine. I'm taking home, on a good week, between $800 and $1,200. That's the stuff that I get taken out, though. That's including the stuff I get taken out. So I get taken out, stuff for stuff that I had done in the past where I have, like, back child support and everything like that. And I also have, like, a debt that I am paying off, and I'm on time, so my credit score is actually really up there. I have things taken out for my 401k. I also have things taken out for family medical leave time. And I don't have their insurance yet. I'm not going to get their insurance until next year when I qualify for it again. I think that's how it works. You can't just hop off it or get on it or whatever. You have to get on it at a certain time when their insurance laps over. So, with that being said, everything takes out of my shit because I have it set up like that. And for my income tax, when I get my income tax next year, I'm going to get a fat fucking check. Because I'm not taking out a regular percentage. I'm taking out a little bit higher than the percentage I normally would take out on a regular 9-to-5 job. Like, I'm given like 20% instead of 10%. So, I'm getting a fat check on the way out. So I have like $400 to $500 in deductibles, when the average person would probably only get like $200 in deductibles each pay. So you guys could be making $1,500 a week. I'm only making $800 to $1,200 because of how I have everything set up. Now, yeah, I may be a little bit lower, but when I start getting my raises, yes, I'm going to be a step below, but I don't mind playing catch up. That's the thing. I said, and I always said, because of a line from a show called Red vs. Blue, when I retire, I want a TV the size of a billboard. Obviously, I don't, but anyway, that's kind of everything I had to say about this. I hope that you guys loved this video. Have any more questions or anything like that, like I said, feel free to comment down in the section below. And if you really want to like conversate or anything like that, you can find me on Instagram. It's CASSREINKO. That's Cassrienko, and I will go ahead and post it in the comment below. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Shiny side up, reverse side down, and stay beautiful.